Let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Matt Mauro, who has the morning's news headlines. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning to you at home. Quick check of your headlines on this Thursday. Be on the lookout, please, for a man who may be traveling with a teenage girl. He's accused of kidnapping after murdering her mother, even perhaps her younger brother. Nationwide manhunt still on for James Lee DiMaggio. Not this guy. That is a cop. James Lee DiMaggio is accused of kidnapping Hannah Anderson. DiMaggio was a family friend. This is DiMaggio. His family friend for more than 20 years. The bodies of Christina Anderson and a child were found Sunday inside DiMaggio's burned-out home in Boulevard, California. It's near San Diego, along with weapons. Still no confirmation if the child is this young guy, Anderson's 8-year-old son, Ethan. They're traveling in a blue Nissan Versa. They could be here. That is the father of the young woman who is missing. He made a plea yesterday talking about how badly he wants this guy to turn himself in and how he'd love to have his daughter home safe. Some other news: a man who was arrested by Albuquerque police for feeding the homeless sued the city, and now the city and you are having to pay for it. Alfonso Hernandez was feeding the hungry on 4th Street when officers arrested him in 2010 for serving food without a permit, disobeying a police officer, and trespassing. There is no law saying you need a permit to feed the hungry if it is not for profit. All of his charges were dismissed. Hernandez hopes the payout, $45,000, sends the city a strong message.
Sharing food with someone because they're hungry, it's elemental to our Christian traditions. And for the city government to come down and saying that we need their permission is totally wrong.
A couple other people were arrested, also settled with the city for $40 grand. The city is calling this payout, and I quote, an economic decision based on the potential cost of taking it to court. Well, 4 audits from Albuquerque Public Schools recently made public show thousands of dollars was mismanaged or simply not collected in 4 different school programs. They are with Volcano Vista's show choir, Harrison Middle School's cheerleading program, La Cueva's DECA program, and Ernie Pyle Middle School's South Valley Leadership Corps. The audits uncovered a wide range of issues, from candy bar fundraisers coming up thousands of dollars short to students being allowed to go on trips they didn't pay for, plane tickets that were bought and were not used, even a banquet that never happened that cost one program more than $5 grand. Volcano Vista audit alone had 17 major findings, and the school board's vice president, Kathy Court, says this should be a big wake-up call to both principals and parents.
If I were a booster parent out there, I'd be asking those questions. Show me your budget. Show me how much you plan on spending line item by line item.
Ms. Court says the district is looking at tightening up the oversight on the Booster Cup finances to try to get rid of all of these problems. Well, the federal hearing on Roswell's horse slaughterhouse is set to happen today. Last week, remember, animal rights groups got a restraining order to prevent the plant here and another slaughterhouse planned from Iowa from opening until their environmental impact is evaluated. If opponents lose their suit, they're going to have to cover the company's losses. The hearing today is supposed to determine how big of a bond animal rights groups are going to have to post for all this to happen. The Roswell Valley Meat Company wants that bond to be $10 million. We will keep you posted on what is going on. And call it off. That's the request one group is making of a gun shop in Los Lunas sponsoring a prairie dog hunting contest. People for Native Ecosystems is asking for Gunhawk firearms instead to go to a seminar on New Mexico wildlife and the importance of prairie dogs. Another group has started a petition online. So far, that has more than 1,200 signatures. Gunhawk Firearms is the same shop that made national headlines and controversy for its coyote killing contest. Gunhawk says the prairie dog hunt will go on because the critters cause problems for farmers and ranchers. Well, that is your news on this Thursday morning. Be sure to get more of it every weekday from 4:30 to 7 on KRQE. Kristen and Nikki, we'll send it back to you. Ladies, have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too, Matt.